Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I will talk on the essential steps of performing a pre-delivery inspection, also known as PDI, for your new car. So I got my new car last month and I have asked the showroom to allow me to do the PDI before it is registered on my name. So this way you can insist the showroom to allow you to do the PDI so that you can find any potential issues before the car is registered on your name. So the next question is, why do we need to do the PDI on a brand new car? While it is easy to assume that a new vehicle is flawless, the reality is that errors can occur during manufacturing, transportation, or even at the dealership. So PDI is your opportunity to catch any potential issues before they become larger problems. This is the car which has been allotted to me, and I have requested showroom I want to do the PDI, and they have allowed me to do it on one afternoon. Once you have the car for your PDI, so make sure you are taking the picture of the sticker which I am showing here, which has the VIN details, engine details, and also the date of manufacturing. So make sure you are converting the manufacturing date to the manufacturing week of that particular year. For example, 27/10/2023 is like the 43rd week of 2023. So that will help us to identify few details in the upcoming PDI process. So when you have the details, right, first thing what we are doing is we are checking the car tires if they are matching with the manufacturing date. So as we have converted it, our car's manufacturing week is 43/22. So here we are seeing the manufacturing details as 42/23 on this tire. So ideally this is because your tire should be manufactured before your car manufactured. That is the reason we are checking these details, so that these are the tires given by the company, and no changes have been done. So if you look at my other side of the tires, so these two tires are 41/23, which is a week before the other set of tires. So that should be okay. So ideally 2 to 3 weeks time before your car's manufacturing date should be okay. So this is also 41/23. And do not forget to check your stepney details also. While doing that, make sure you are checking all the details in the boot. So if you find any alterations, talk to the executive who is there with you, accompanied with you. And inside the boot, you make sure if you have a boot lamp, it is on, and also check for the tool kit available or not. If not, ask them. Even my stepney tire, it is 41/23 as you are seeing it here. So that means I have 3 41/23 tires and 2 42/23 tires, which is okay. So no worries there. While you are closing the boot, make sure you are also checking the camera with no scratches. So next thing, you do a walk around of the car and find out if there are any minor or any hairline scratches. On the interior side, once you are inside the cabin, make sure you are turning on the ignition and find out the number of kilometers it has driven so far. So if you look at here, it is only 17 kilometers driven, which is very good. So ideally it should be less than 50 kilometers, and that way you need to make sure no other light is also on the dashboard. Touch each and every button you are seeing on the dashboard, be it AC control, be it the music system, be it any other button you are finding out. So make sure you are checking each and everything. So here you can see I'm trying to check the condition of the blower vents. So sometimes these are very flimsy and these are broken. So you can ask them for a replacement if you are finding anything. And do not forget to check the electronic mirror folding features and door locks, unlocks, and all the power windows if you have it equipped in your car. Also check all the steering controls to make sure they are functioning as expected. So if you have any music system, especially if your touchscreen is there, so make sure you perform some operations on the touchscreen, and you can confirm that there is no issues with the touch. So sometimes what happened because of some battery issues, battery drains, you will find some of the components are not working. So if you have a sun visor and vanity mirrors also has lights and they are working if there are any lights. So coming to the lights, so make sure all your cabin lights are working, front and back. So these are very much important. If someone forgets these lights and it drains battery like anything, we all know that. Next thing, see some storage spaces and make sure they are fine. And one of the important thing is you need to check your rear camera, the display, how it is working. Sometimes if there are any issues, you might see some blank screen or blue screens here. Also check your sensors, rear sensors. If you also have guidelines, you also need to check them as well. Next coming up is the headlights or the light functions of the complete car. So now we are checking the front. We have the DRLs, signals and the headlamps. So we are checking all three here. Headlamp, when you're switching on the headlamp, also make sure you're switching on the high beam and low beam. And at the rear, brake lights, signal lights. Open your bonnet and do not start the engine, and look out for any of the traces of any oil leakages or liquid leakages. Also check thoroughly for all the battery terminals also, so that there is no leakage or there is no traces of any liquid leakage happening there. You make sure engine oil level is also good. Now let us start the engine and see how it sounds like. So here you need to find out if there are any unexpected noises coming up. Switch off the engine and see how it is stopping. So it should be a smooth stop. So with all these details, I have rejected this car when I did the PDI. So I'll show you why I have rejected here. So if you look at the tires here, so these are not new tires. So I didn't feel happy seeing those tires because those are like worn out. Those are not new. So I've spoke to that executive who showed me this car, and I had to ask him why it happened. So I'm not satisfied with his answer. Also there are few scratches on the car's body, which they couldn't answer me well, which are not visible actually in this video, but I found them. After this I found out that this is manufactured in September, whereas I was promised as October 2023. And once I'm inside the cabin, the instrument cluster clearly showed me it has driven 100 kilometers, which is not acceptable at all. So that is one thing which we have to keep it in mind. So it should not cross 50, and if it is going beyond 50, make sure you are asking them why, and if you are justified with the answer, go ahead and say yes to the car. If not, simply you can reject and ask them for a new car. Because I've already shown you, my new car is driven only 17 kilometers when I was doing the PDI, and this car it is driven 100 kilometers, which is not at all acceptable. They tried to tell me like it is kind of testing happened and all, but no, I clearly stated I'm not happy with it and I'm rejecting that. That's the reason I went to a different dealer again, so they gave me a good car now. So hopefully this video helped you perform the PDI on your new car. I'll be providing the checklist in the description so that you can use it when you are doing a PDI for your new car. Hope you like this video. So please share to your friends and anyone who is interested in cars and ready to buy a new car, and help them out. So thank you all for watching. Have a good day. Bye bye.